What is going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to this episode, this awesome episode. Justin and Matt here with the Outdoor Gladiators. What are we doing today, Matt?
We're driving to Kentucky.
We're going to do some deer scouting. We're getting ready for our first time ever hunting in Kentucky, so we figured we'd get down here and do some scouting. It's about a 9-hour drive. We've knocked out about 8 of it. About 7.5 hours of it. So we got a little bit left to go. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, follow along, and we'll see you guys in a few seconds.
Got these snake chaps. I'm gonna take them.
Snake chaps.
Yeah. Alright guys, we finally made it down to Kentucky. We're kind of in western Kentucky. We're out here doing a little bit of scouting for deer hunting. We've never been to Kentucky before. We've never been to this area, and it is an unbelievable amount of land. We're overwhelmed at the amount of acreage and the possibilities. If you look behind, you see this red clay road. We were going to try to get down here to a spot we want to look at. It's just under a mile, so now we're going to have to walk. So as you can see also, I've got my snake bite chaps on. We hear the snakes down here are horrible, and ticks as well, so we're looking forward to that. But we're gonna get to scouting. We got a lot of walking to do, so let's get going. Okay guys, so we've deviated off the main path coming in. We found an area we just wanted to check out, and we kind of got carried away, and we went in, found a couple of really nice trails right here. Got a little bit of a ridge right here. I'm thinking there's some oaks up there. I'm not sure. We got to check that out. But we're still working our way through. It's really thick. It's a lot more grown up than I was hoping it would be. We were hoping to get out here before the vegetation hit, but man, it's thick. So we're just doing the best we can with what we got, but it's looking pretty good back here. You know, it's the topography, the way the hills are coming together and pinching and forming these runways. It's kind of what you would expect. So we're only a couple hundred yards off the trail. We got a long walk ahead of us to get to the spot we're looking for. And but it's a beautiful day. What is it, like 55?
Yes, 55.
Low humidity. It's nice and shady in here, so it's making walking real easy. And it's
no snakes yet.
No, not yet. See what happens.
You'll see what happens.
Keep going. Alright, we just got done checking out the first spot. We named it 5-Finger Death Punch because it's got 5 different fingers of land that all come together as one into a big flat bottom, and there's a creek running through it, and it's really cool. Right now we're walking this ridge. We're dying. We're smoked. This is a long walk. We're on top of a ridge. You can see there's a bit of a trail, and we've been seeing boot prints back here. It's the turkey season right now down here, so someone's been back here. We are way out here, and we're starting to question our decisions as to whether or not this pinch I found on the map is going to be worth it, but it looks too good not to check out, so we're going to go.
How much longer do you think we got?
Shoot.
How many miles do you think?
Oh no, it's 300-400 yards I think, and we'll be there, so.
Feels like miles.
Yeah, it does feel like miles. Let's go. Well, we made it to the spot that looked absolutely amazing on the map. It's not good. Basically we got this, well, it's like an old loggers trail, or it's just a path on top of this ridge, but it's wide open, and it doesn't have the cuts that the map shows it has. This looked like a phenomenal pinch point, and I think they might still use this. I mean, there is a trail going down it, but it's just not what I thought it was. So a little disappointed. This was a long walk, but hey, at least we know we got to do the homework and figure it out. So
burn some calories.
Well, yep, get some steps in, and we'll move on to the next one.
Well, this is a horrible walk.
Terrible decision.
Oh my gosh.
We've been about a half hour walking.
Longer than that. This is horrible. I'm not even sure how much longer we got.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Not even sure how much longer. Alright guys, we're wrapping up our first day here. Left the camera in the car, so there's a couple of things that we didn't film. But overall, we checked about 4 spots, and we're not super impressed.
Not yet. You know, this place reminds me a lot of Southeast Ohio. Super thick, super huge tracts of land, very hilly, a lot of structure to the land. So totally different from the last several hunting trips I've taken out to the Midwest, where it's a lot of farmlands. So we're kind of getting back to the roots a little bit, reading the topography maps and going through all that stuff. But yeah, it's been a tough go so far. This was a hard first day.
Yeah, so I think
we put some miles on.
We did. Our plan is to go back, well, we're gonna grab some dinner, go back and start looking at maps again, come up with a better game plan for tomorrow, get up early and start tackling it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Guys, we are getting back at it. We had a long day yesterday. We did, according to my phone, 15.2 miles of scouting, which was insane. So we're pretty sore, pretty tired today. We're headed to another public hunting area. It's about an hour away. We just weren't in love with what we were seeing where we were at. I'm sure there's good spots there. We just didn't find them. So we're gonna go check out some other areas and try to determine what's better. What are your thoughts, bud?
Yeah, yesterday I'm definitely sore today. We did a lot of walking. We had a couple of funny mistakes. Lost service. Started walking a complete different direction from our vehicle, and you were questioning me.
I said, bro, it ain't this way. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm looking at my phone. I see it. I see it on there. I'm like, all right.
So we walked, I don't know how far, but then I start not recognizing anything. I said, you know what, let me look at my phone. My phone updates. And I'm like, dude, it's the other way. And you said, no, you're messing with me. You're messing with me. And I said, dude, it's the other way. And you said, you're not even starting walking that way. I started walking that way. You said a few choice words.
I wasn't happy.
So we eventually made it to the car. And then to top off the night, what happened, Matt?
Well, we had some tick problems. Justin had one right here on his throat. I had like 6 of them on me, one of which was in a very sensitive area. So you figure that out. Anyway, we sprayed down extra good today, and we're going to keep spraying down throughout the day to hopefully prevent that tick problem, but it's bad down here right now.
It is bad. So we got about a half hour, 45-minute drive, get to the spot, and we'll see you guys there.
All right, guys, we just finished up looking over a pretty good area we found on the map. Looked like a couple pinches and a nice bottom. We went in there and looked, and it is way more than we expected.
Yes.
It was awesome. Deer trails. Justin walked up on how many deer?
I walked up on the 3 originally, and I just stood there, tried to take video, and eventually I spooked them off. I continued further because I seen a spot on the map. I wanted to check, and I kicked up 2 deer where that spot was. And so, to me, when you see sign and you see deer, that's a good sign.
You're in it. Yeah, we're really excited about that spot. We're already approaching noon. This is basically our last day to scout. So we're gonna see how the tick situation is. We might scout tomorrow, but we don't want to get loaded up with ticks and then have to drive home. So they were bad yesterday. We're hoping this area is not nearly as bad because we're in a whole different spot. So we're gonna go up here, keep checking some spots, and
see what's going on.
All right, well, we just found some good sign from last year. We're once again in a new area, scouting some creek bottoms, river bottoms, and we're headed up this way to check out what looks to be a good funnel on the map, but just ran across a couple fresh scrapes, or not fresh, from last year. That's the thing, walking all these miles, we're just not seeing a ton of sign, but so when we do see it, we're paying close attention to it. We're marking it on a map. So we're gonna keep headed this way and go check out that funnel.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap up our trip. We're on our way home. We're about halfway home. First day was kind of a waste in a sense because we didn't find any spots. But ultimately, it was a good. It was still worth it because we know we're not hunting there.
Right.
We're not going to look at it.
We were able to eliminate that whole game area. It was just not what we were looking for. So. Right.
So the second day was great. We found quite a few spots that we're excited about. We seen between the both of us 7 deer. So that, to me, deer sign plus seeing deer, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
So
I'll take it.
Yes. We're gonna come back the end of September, beginning of October, and we're gonna hunt the early season, see how it goes. We'll be down there for a week. But till then, we'll see you guys in the next one.